We will be learning sum of years digit method. Okay, so in this method accelerated depreciation will be provided. Okay, so like RBM method, that is reducing balance method. Okay, reducing balance method, we saw that the depreciation will decrease as the life of asset increases. Even in this method, the depreciation will decrease, okay, as the life of asset increases, but depreciation will decrease at a higher rate as compared to reducing balance method. So now let's see what is the formula for depreciation. Okay, so depreciation is equal to original cost minus residual value divided by sum of number of years, that is estimated life of asset into remaining number of years. Now in this remaining number of years, even the current year will be counted. Okay, so let's see one example of depreciation as per sum of years digit method. So ABC Limited purchased a machinery. Estimated life of machinery is 5 years. Original cost is 1,60,000. Residual value of the machinery is 10,000. That 10,000 is at the end of 5 years. Calculate depreciation using sum of years digit method for 5 years. Okay, so let's see the life of asset. Life of asset is 5 years. Okay, original cost 1,60,000. Then residual value is 10,000. Correct? So let's calculate the depreciation now. Okay, let's see. Year 1. So what is the formula? Original cost minus residual value. Original cost is 1,60,000 minus residual value, that is 10,000. Okay, divide by sum of total number of years of the asset. Here it is 5, so 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So in first year the remaining number of years of asset is 5, right, including the current one. So into 5. Now this comes to how much? 1,50,000 divided by 15 into 5, that is 10,000 into 5. So in first year the depreciation is 50,000. Okay, now year 2. Now this part of formula will remain same for year 2 also. Correct? Only number of years will change. Correct? So the formula will be 1,50,000 divided by 15 into 4, that is 10,000 into 4. So depreciation is 40,000. Then year 3, depreciation is 10,000 to number of years remaining is 3, 30,000. Year 4, 10,000 into number of years remaining is how much? 2. 20,000. And then year 5, 10,000 into number of years remaining is 1. So 10,000. So now if you calculate the total amount of depreciation, it has to come to original cost minus the residual value, that is 1,50,000. So let's calculate. 50,000 plus 40,000 is 90,000. 90,000, 1,20,000, then plus 20,000, 1,40,000, and it comes to 1,50,000. Okay, so this is sum of years digit method. Now the accounting treatment for depreciation will be same as we had seen it in our previous video, that is the depreciation as per straight line method. Okay, you can refer to that video for accounting treatment of depreciation. This is a method of calculating the depreciation. Now the next method of depreciation that we will be learning is units of production. Okay, it's also known as unit of usage or unit of activity method. Now this depreciation is applicable to specific assets wherein the depreciation is highly related between the production of units or between the usage of machinery and wear and tear of the asset. Okay, but only disadvantage in this case is no depreciation is charged if the machinery or if that particular asset is idle. For example, if you take an example of a coal mine, okay, a particular coal mine has a particular limited stock of coal. Okay, so when you extract a particular amount of coal or quantity of coal in a particular year, only that much amount of depreciation, okay, that proportion of depreciation is being charged to that asset in a particular year. Okay, so let's see. Depreciation is based on the output produced during the period to the total output producing capacity of the machinery. Okay, so if you want to put a formula for this, what you'll do is depreciation will be cost minus residual value, okay, divided by what is the capacity of an asset. Okay, now in this capacity of an asset may mean that production capacity of a machinery, or in case of mines it will be estimated quantity of product or stock in mine, okay, multiplied by total output produced. Okay, so if it's a machinery, total output produced, or total output extracted if it's a mine, okay, in a year, in that particular year. Okay, so this is a very specific method of depreciation applicable only to limited assets, right? This will not be applicable wherein the asset will be depreciated or some machinery will be depreciated if it is not used for the period of 1 or 2 years. In that case, this depreciation will not be applicable. Okay, so let's see one example of the units of production method. Now this example, a crude oil processing machinery is purchased costing rupees 25 lakhs. Okay, with the estimated capacity to process 50 million barrels over the period of its lifetime. Okay, so they have given the production capacity or processing capacity of the machinery, that is 50 million barrels. Estimated residual value at the end of the period is 5 lakhs. Calculate depreciation as per units of production method for 5 years. Following are details of the production. So they have given the details of production, how much is produced in the first year, second year and so on for 5 years. The machinery is sold at the end of 5th year at rupees 15 lakh. Calculate profit and loss on sale. Now again here the accounting treatment will be same as we had seen in the straight line method, right? Now let's calculate the depreciation as per units of production or units of activity or units of usage method. Okay, so now let's see what is the production capacity. Production capacity of the machinery is 50 million barrels. Okay, then cost 25 lakhs. Residual value. Now residual value is not at the end of 5 years, remember, it is at the end of the period. That period is not mentioned here. Okay, correct. Now what is the production capacity? Processing capacity we can say. $50 million barrels. Okay, now for 50 million barrels, let's calculate the proportionate depreciation for 1 million barrel, and accordingly we'll calculate depreciation for each year. Okay, so 25 lakhs, that is original cost, minus 5 lakh divided by 50, correct? So 25 lakh minus 5 lakh is 20 lakh. 20 lakh divided by 50, that comes to 30,000. Okay, so for 1 million barrel the depreciation will be 40,000. Right, correct? Now let's calculate the depreciation for all the years. Okay, so cost of machinery is 25 lakhs. Okay, less depreciation for year 1. Here we have already calculated the depreciation for 1 million barrel, that comes to 40,000. So in first year the production was 2 million barrels, so the depreciation will be 40,000 into 2, that comes to 80,000. So WDV at the end of year 1, okay, 25 lakh minus 80,000, that is 24 lakh 20,000. Okay, less depreciation for year 2. So what is the production in the year 2? Production in the year 2 is 3 million barrels. So for 1 million barrel the depreciation comes to 40,000. So for 3 million barrels it will be 40,000 into 3, that comes to 1,20,000. Then WDV at the end of year 2 is 23 lakhs, right? Then less depreciation for year 3. So let's see what is the capacity produced in year 3. Year 3, 5 million barrels are produced or processed. So depreciation will be 40,000 into 5. That comes to 2 lakh. So WDV at the end of year 3 is 21 lakhs. Okay, now next. Less depreciation for year 4. So what is a capacity that has been processed? 2 million barrels have been processed in year 4. So depreciation will be 40,000 into 2. That comes to 80,000. So WDV at the end of year 4 is 21 lakh minus 80,000, that is 20 lakh 20,000. Okay. Next, let's see what is a production in year 5. 4 million barrels. So less depreciation for year 5. It was 4 million. So 40,000 into 4, that comes to 1,60,000. So WDV at the end of year 5 is how much? 18 lakh 60,000. Okay. Now at the end of year 5, the processing machinery has been sold. So it has been sold for how much? Let's see. The machinery is sold at the end of 5th year at 15 lakh. Calculate profit and loss on sale of asset. So the WDV at the end of year 5 is 1,80,000 less selling price at end of year 5, that comes to 15 lakh. So 18 lakh 60 minus 15 lakh, that comes to 3 lakh 60,000. Now since the selling price is less than WDV, it is loss on sale of asset. Okay, so that's all about units of production activity or units of usage method. So this today we discussed two different methods of calculating the depreciation. Okay, depending upon the nature of asset, we need to apply a particular type of depreciation. That's all. Thank you.